everybody, welcome to Drive Thru Review 164. Today I'm going to talk about Coup. This is a game that I will say off the bat, the more that you lie, the more fun that the game is. Plays 3 to 5 players, takes about 10 minutes, 15 minutes possibly. So you can play several times. I think it was yesterday, I believe we played 5 games in an hour at lunch, and it was really fun. And if you've heard of Love Letter, has some kind of similarities to that, but not really, just in the fact that it plays quickly and it's a minimal amount of cards. I believe there's 15 cards in the game, and so let me show you how it works and then come back and tell you what I think. Okay, before I show you how the game works, I just wanted to make a quick comment. The game came with this little insert here. If games have made a difference in your life, please read on. So, the proceeds of this game, and you can buy this game at lemom.com, and then they'll give you a website that you can go and buy from the Game Loft here. And proceeds of the game will go to this charity here. And basically this is to help socially isolated teenagers find their true potential through games. So, troubled teenagers, there's somebody that was one at one point in my life. This, I think, is a very worthwhile thing. And I think this game would be great to play with teenagers because you just get to lie to everybody's faces, and definitely in support of things like that. And that's what games really... one of the things that they can really have a nice effect on is the whole social interaction, and basically a nice little lab experiment place for people to figure out all kinds of different things, whatever the thing is. So let's talk about Coup though. So each player is going to get one of these little player aids here, and these have a list of all the actions you can do as well as the different card effects. And there's 5 different cards, and then there's 3 of each in this deck here. And this is nice as a handy reference. And that way you don't always have to be looking at your cards trying to figure out if, somebody tries to do an action on you, you don't have to look at the card, and then that maybe gives away a little bit of your position. You can just be looking at this throughout the game so that you have everything ready in your the front of your brain so you can do lying better. So, to start the game, each player is going to get $2, 2 coins here. And then we're going to shuffle these up, and we're going to deal 2 face down to each player. So let's say we've got a 3-player game. I'll take a look at my cards here. Got the captain and the contessa. This player has 2 captains, and this player has the duke and the assassin. Okay, so if I go first, everybody's got $2 to start with. Okay, and the object of the game is basically just eliminate all the other players. And the way that you eliminate a player is basically by destroying one of their influence. And each of the 2 face down cards in front of you is an influence. So through one of my mistakes or one of my other opponent's actions against me, I may have to reveal what that is and leave that face up. Now I'm only down to 1 influence here, and as soon as my second one is revealed, then I'm out of the game. So there's a couple different things you can do on your turn. The most basic thing you can do is just take a coin. So I take 1 coin, and maybe that's it. The other thing that you can do is take 2 coins. But if somebody has the duke, so this player here has the duke, he can say, I have the duke, you can't do that, and so you forfeit your turn and you don't get any coins. But you can say that and not have the duke. You can say, I have the duke. So if the guy says that he has the duke and you're trying to take your 2 coins, you can say, you know what, I challenge that. And then if he doesn't have the duke, let's say he didn't have the duke, then he would have to reveal a card and put it face up, and then he would be down 1 influence. But if he does have the duke, which is the case in this case, he'll reveal it and say, haha, I have the duke. And now you have to reveal a card because you challenged him and you called him out, but he was telling the truth. So you maybe reveal this card here, and then he'll take the duke since he revealed it, shuffle it back into this deck of cards here, and then he will draw another card face down. So he still has 2 influence, and because you challenged him, you didn't believe him, you're down an influence. Now the other thing you can do is you can take 3 coins, but you can only do that if you have the duke. So if this guy had the duke, he could say, I take 3 coins as the duke. And then you could challenge him. You say, baloney, you don't have the duke. And then if he has the duke and he shows it again, shuffles it back in. Or if he does, then you have to reveal a card, and if he doesn't, he reveals a card. Maybe he reveals the assassin like that. So you're going to go around and around like that, taking money. That's sort of the basic turn. Now, when you get up to 7 coins, you can do a coup. So as soon as you have 7 coins, then you can just pay the 7 coins here into the bank, and then you can just say, I eliminate one of your guys, and then the guy chooses it. So if this player had got 7 coins, he would eliminate this guy, and then he'd be out of the game. If you ever get up to 10 coins, you have to do a coup. You have to pay the 7 coins and do a coup action. So another thing you can do is if you've got the assassin here, you can say I'm going to pay 3 coins, and then I'm going to do the same thing as a coup. Basically, I'm going to assassinate one of your guys. Now, you could say, baloney, you don't have the assassin, and then if he doesn't, then you then he loses an influence. But if you call baloney on an assassin and he has it, not only do you have to reveal a card for influence because you called baloney and he had it, then the assassin's power is going to go through, so you can actually get both cards eliminated at once. However, if you have the Contessa, what she does is block the assassin. So maybe he says the assassinate me, and I say, okay, I block it because I have the Contessa. Then he could call baloney on that. So it's this whole thing of action. You do an action, somebody tries to challenge it, and there might be some reactions, and somebody could challenge the reaction. And the next thing you can do is the ambassador. Let's see, it's fun, the ambassador. So if you have the ambassador, you can say, I'm going to exchange my cards with the deck and then set up a new set of cards there. Again, somebody could challenge that. And then lastly, we have the captain here. And the captain can take 2 coins from another player. So I can say, I have the captain, I'm taking 2 coins from you. Again, you can challenge that. Now the captain can be blocked by another captain. So if I said, I have the captain, I'm taking 2 coins, you can say, well, I block it with the captain. The other guy that can block it is the ambassador. So you can say, I block it with the ambassador. So basically, you just keep playing the game. You keep trying to build up a large stack of coins, probably through lying, and to get enough money to do a coup, which is unblockable. And then you just keep playing. It takes 10 minutes, and you can play, like I said, several games in an hour. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the overview. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this game is more fun the more that you lie. So first couple times that we played it, I think people were being a little bit more careful, trying to be strategic in some ways, and kind of going based off of the cards that they were dealt. But as we played it more and more, and we played it quite a bit this week, I basically just lied as any chance I could get. And I'd like to try a game. You probably lose, but if you just lie to everything, like no matter what you had, you always told the opposite of what you had in there. And it's really funny when, like, it says, okay, I take the Duke. Like, start the game, I take the Duke, I got 3 coins, and then the guy to my left goes, I have the Duke. The guy to his left, I have the Duke. 4th player, I have the Duke. So there's only 3 Dukes in the game, and 4 of us have said we have the Duke. Now everybody's really confused about what's going on and what's possible in the game. And a popular one to lie about is the ambassador, because all the guy's really doing is changing his cards out. So you don't really want to call him on the bluff, because it's like, okay, if he's right, then you're going to lose an influence, and all he's really doing is changing the cards. So it's very easy to lie about the ambassador. And there's a nice game within, just above and beyond the lying, because once you get to 7 coins, you can do that coup and influence, destroy influence basically without any reaction to it. So there's a rush to it at that point, and you can kind of game that a little bit, especially as the players start to get eliminated. If you get sort of a chip advantage, then you can use that to your advantage to sort of strong arm anybody that's left in the game. So a very enjoyable game. It plays out quite a bit differently than Love Letter, but it's kind of in the same genre or feeling. And I have both, and I'll keep both because I think they play out differently, and they both will serve different crowds. They may have people that don't really like the whole lying aspect of it. They don't really, it's not their kind of thing. So you can play the Love Letter with them. But if you got a group of people, they're good friends, they like lying to each other, they like Battlestar Galactica, or what's the other one? Jeez. Resistance, and like that. So if you like that kind of aspect of it, then I think you really like this. And this is even quicker than the Resistance, which is interesting. So take a look at it. Go to La Mom Games. You can look it up on BGG. Go look up Coup, and there's a link to their website. And when you buy the game, you'll be contributing some money to teenagers. That there's a forum for teenagers to go and have fun together and be socially interactive, and and all those good things that games give us as a byproduct. So anyway, take a look at it. Highly recommend it, and thanks.